Peace, everyone. I wanted to chime in and go in on what God has given me to give to the divine masculine, or should I say the divine masculines who refuse to step into their role for what God has created them to be. As God was giving me this message, I was strongly picking up that this is judgment for the entire world that is coming up on the land. But even though this judgment is coming up on the land for the masculines who walked away from God Almighty, this is also going to affect God, all of God's children who have walked away from God Almighty. I was also picking up a strong sense that there are women who are very dark-hearted, and they know that either certain men are like called divine masculines, they see their light, but they have taken oaths with dark forces to hold that masculine back. I was also shown that majority of masculines, they know the truth, but their heart has become so hardened, and so many people ride the verse, ye are gods, but they can't manifest anything in their life. God says that they're very abusive, they're very sneaky, they're very perverted, they're very wicked, vindictive, evil, manipulative in all of their ways. It has become a stench up under the nose of God Almighty. So, although I've been told to title this, Woe unto the Divine Masculine, and the plagues that shall come upon him, these specific plagues is not just for the fallen masculines who have walked away from their birthright covenant, but also for the children of Israel who also have walked away from their bloodline covenant. This is also for divine feminines who have walked away from their birthright covenant. So, let me go ahead and go in. Father, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, my God, my strength, my healer, and my redeemer. So, I released a video sharing with the divine feminine to not chase you, divine masculine, to step away from you because of the plagues that God is bringing up on your life. Your heart has been hardened towards your call. Your ears becomes tickled by lying ministers who are living their life through your spirit. They are feeding off of your soul. They have fed into your spirit so much that it does not matter what it is that your divine feminine tells you, because her true voice truly is the voice of God. So to block her and to bind her also blocks and binds you, because she is truly your eyes. But because you have cut off your eyes, you have caused scales to come over your eyes. So therefore, these specific plagues are to follow you. Just as the plagues hit the Pharaoh in Egypt, these are the plagues that are to come upon you. Bear with me. I was trying to write them down as fast as I was hearing God tell them to me. So I don't know if I can read my writing, but I'm going to do the best I can. The first plague that is to come upon you. First of all, Father, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, Father, my strength, my Redeemer, my Master. Take me out of this, God. Every single thing that I say is from you. The first plague that is to come upon the masculines and all those who have walked away from God's covenant, all those who chose to walk after your own statutes, your own ways, and to be your own gods, and to follow after other gods, those other gods will fail you in this hour. The number one plague that will come upon you will be your finances. For generations after generations, your ancestors, they galvanized birthright and financial blessings and abundance that belongs to your family. But because The debt has not been paid. No one chose to walk after the path of God Almighty. You had the opportunity to walk upright with God Almighty, but yet you chose to take the same exact path as your father and as your forefathers and as every single one who refused to listen to the voice of God Almighty. The first plague that is to come upon you is your finances. For generations, you will pay back all of your ancestor debt. So immediately, these are the plagues that y'all getting ready to see, that's getting ready to not just happen on the land, but is going to be smited within your own life. Your finances will be attacked immediately. You're going to have to pay off all your ancestors' debt. Your seeds will be cursed. That's the second one. Any babies that you guys give birth to, those babies will be born with deficiencies, defects, handicaps, speech impediments, all types of things. I saw blindness, ailments, just, in my vision alone. And these children will hate you. They will be cursed in the city, cursed in the field. They will hate you. You will hate them. There will be no connection. The next that I saw is chariots shall conquer you. When I saw God giving me this word to tell you chariots will conquer you, I saw massive military trucks and tanks taking you into concentration camps, separating you from your family. It didn't matter how much you screamed out. It didn't matter how strong you are. It don't matter how many groups of boys that you think that you have. All y'all gonna be captured. The next that I saw is the finger of God pointing directly at you. The finger of God is very deep, because the finger of God being pointed directly at you is all these plagues coming up on you, and more and worse than it came upon the Pharaoh and the plagues of Egypt, because now you have stepped into the shoes and taken the place of the Pharaoh in the plagues of Egypt. The next plague that will come upon you, your hands will be rotten. Whatever you touch won't prosper. Whatever you touch won't prosper. Anything you put your hands to do. Business. It could be trying to buy a house. It could be trying to clean up your credit. It could be trying to go to help someone at the hospital. Just no matter what you do, there will always be challenges after challenges. Your cars will break down. Your homes will be lost. Every single thing that you took a liking to and you put first before God Almighty, your sexual perversions, your sexual sins, your pedophilia ways that you make excuses for. I also saw the next plague that is coming upon you, and that will be investigations of your homes. Your homes will begin to be investigated. Your life, your lifestyle, your bank accounts, any past tax filings that you did or did not find. Your children will be investigated for even people that are around them, to see if you are married into a molestation relationship. So it's not just for men, but women as well. Also, health and disease is another plague that I saw the Spirit of the Lord telling me that will immediately come upon you. There are 3 final plagues that God showed me that are soon to follow immediately after this message. Hail and fire and desolation shall hit your homes. What I saw with that was there are going to be fires that come up on the land, earthquakes, destructions, tornadoes, all kind of, how you see disasters, natural disasters are going to come up on the land. But you know how you sit back and you watch that stuff happen on TV? Well, this time it's not going to be happening on TV. This time it's going to be happening in your own house, in your own life. The next plague that will sure come upon you is locusts, plagues, and famine. No matter how much food you buy, you will never have enough. No matter how much food you eat, you will never be fulfilled. The next plague that I saw come upon you masculines and all those who decided to sleep in the bed with the sins of our forefathers. death of your firstborn males will follow very shortly, even if not that day of Passover, during the Passover seasons. And it's interesting because during the Passover, so many of you are not protected from these plagues at all. You don't have the true bona fide love of God Almighty, his son, his blood that will protect you in these hours to pass over your houses and your homes. So these are the plagues that shall immediately come upon the land, as well as immediately affect your life first, because God says that judgment first begins in the house of God. And the deep part about it is, just like Satan, his eternal damnation is forever. Satan knows what he's doing. And at this point, God says that you have hardened your heart so much that no matter who he sent to help you, you have taken a blind eye to this. You have decided to listen to your friends, to be controlled by your friends, family, even your own ego, which is erasing God out. So since you wanted to be God all by yourself, I see a true breaking of your spirit. I see a breaking such as Nebuchadnezzar coming upon you. I see a breaking such as what happened to Judas when he betrayed the Christ, and he went crazy after he tried to turn his silver in, and they didn't want to accept his silver. So he started being tormented by demons to the point to where he jumped off of a bridge. These things shall suddenly hit your homes, and you will know that a true watchman of God has been amongst you. I wash your blood from my hands. Nubian Divine.